Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Anybody out there? I think so. Trying to get myself set up here. Mm, Let me see. I'm still trying to find the best place for the camera where I want it to be. Oh, there we go. Except I need to get a little closer, right? There. Okay. Or maybe this needs to go back. Just a little bit. Is that okay? Let me be better. I don't know. Or I could just go over here like this. Yeah, that works too. Hmm. Hey, Judy. How are you? It's all well in your world? All's good here. So far, so good. Anyway, we will see. So, we have a couple minutes. Oh, only 3 minutes. Wow, it took me that long to get this together, huh? Oh, well, well. Let's see. That's better, I suppose. Let's see. Just deflection. Oh, okay, that works. I think I don't have my camera set up properly. Um, Let me just see something here before we start. I want to try something with my camera. Does that help me be not so backwards? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. That's better. Much better. All right. Now I'm on the right side. I was like, I had my the mirror image like reversed. You don't want to reverse the mirror image. Oh, no. So, oh, let's see, 2 minutes till shift time. 2 minutes and counting. Well, I'll tell you what, it is a gloomy day today in my neighborhood. It's cloudy, rainy, foggy. The only thing it isn't is cold. Yay! It's like 50 degrees, something along those lines. So not warm, but not cold. I guess you could say it's pleasant, right? Now, if you had any outdoor activities today, you probably would get wet. So that's the thing. There's always something. Yes, indeed. Oh, we got a few people out there. And we have 1 minute till showtime. Yay, hey, hey. That's good. Oops, sorry, I'll be back. There you go. Okay, let's see. Almost. I've been live for like 5 minutes by the time it's 2 o'clock. So coming on early, you know, definitely you can find out if there's any glitches ahead of time. But I've done multiple broadcasts from here. And this morning it was giving me, or this afternoon, just a little bit ago, it was giving me signal issues. It was saying no internet. And I was saying, oh, yes, internet, it's right there, it's on. So, anyway, well, welcome, Vulture, welcome. Mm, Okay. Hello, I'm Sharon Schultz, also known as the Bay Lady. I live in Chesapeake Bay country in Maryland. Chesapeake Bay is a very important thing to the state of Maryland. Many livelihoods depend on it. The bay is a big part of the communities. In fact, it's so large it splits the state of Maryland right in half. Boy, it goes right up the center. So, and the reason why I'm doing this, not this particularly, but the Bay Lady Tours, is because the bay is beautiful. The areas around the Chesapeake Bay are just stunning. And one of the nicest things about Maryland is that it has a little bit of everything that anyone would be looking for. We've got all four seasons, we've got beaches to swim on in the summer. We've got mountains to ski down in the winter, you know, and everything in between. So it's a lovely place. So usually I'm out and about, but today I'm not. Today I'm home. And actually, now that it's March, March and April are kind of the rainy months for this part of the U.S. And I've been rained out here a couple times on a few tours actually. So I'm going to plan some at home for a while. There's not too much going on out there at the moment, but of course I won't miss anything either. But you'll see a few more of these type of tours. Hey Sarah, how's it going? I see you on there. Pleased you're here. Happy. Um, Before I get going, this is what we'll be doing today. The 5-minute mysteries as opposed to 2-minute mysteries. Okay, so probably only have time for one. These are a bit longer anyway. But this is my favorite mystery dude here, Jack Patua. He's just marvelous. He is. He is everywhere. He's like the guru for mysteries. I mean, he writes them, he explains them, he dissects them, he talks about them, he does workshops on them, he sells them. I mean, what doesn't he do? Okay, so we're going to use him today because in the next couple days between now and St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to do one of his plays. Jack Patra. This is Murder Most Green. I got a St. Patrick's Day play. Hey. So this is coming up in the next few days. I haven't scheduled it yet, but hopefully I will today or tomorrow. So anyway, that's up and coming. And also more of this. I'm going to do another of these. I did this on oh my goodness, what day did I do this? Tuesday. It was really cool. There's some crazy stories in this book, and I only read 4 of them, and it's got like, dozens more. So I'm going to get back for a second round of more of the icy undead stories. Woo. Okay. Anyway, so here I am. I've got today for you 5-minute mysteries by Jack Patchula. He has these whodunits that he writes, and then he has these little quizzes and things in here as well, which some are kind of difficult to do because they're like mix and match. I mean, it's like you got to see it. Anyway, today's well, I know I wanted to read the back of this the book, so that you can know a little bit more about Jack here. Okay, so Jack Pachua is a mysterious guy with a secret life as a chief inspector. That's who he is to his clients who buy his mystery party kits from his website. That's what this is, by the way. This, like with this, everything in this little packet, invitations, directions, scripts, everything that you would need to do this at home. Have a dinner party with your friends. I adapt it to make it work on here. So, but anyway, that's what he's talking about here on the back of his book. Um, Party kits from his website, and then he gives the websites. Oh, he writes them for kids too. There's party kits for everybody. He really. Um, he has been writing and coordinating mystery parties since 1982 and combines his mystery writing, hey Martin, mystery writing skills with his career as a professional speaker, trainer, and consultant. This guy, I mean, he needs to wear a bunch of hats. Let's see, and consult. Okay, selling both his corporate development products and the mystery packages, Jack speaks to groups around the world about negotiations, sales, communications, and of course, the internet. He met his English wife over breakfast in Portugal while they were both living in Germany. They now have two daughters, a cat, and a house bordering a Christmas tree farm in southeastern Wisconsin, where Jack maintains his subterranean world headquarters. Some people call it his basement office. Cute guy, right? All right, so that's about my friend Jack here. I've been following this guy for years. We used to do these plays. The reason why I actually have this is because we purchased a boatload of his plays, we being a community theater group. And we used to do these plays to raise money for the theater. We had a deal with a fast food restaurant, a hamburger restaurant, and for the 2 hours that we were in the restaurant, we are attracting people, and all the food bought within those 2 hours, we would get a percentage of the community theater. So it worked really well. So you'll have to stay tuned because I'll be scheduling this pretty soon. Okay, so today's mystery will be a 5-minute Jack Patra called Dishing Up Death. Dishing Up Death. Let's see what that is about. All right. Mystery number 7, Dishing Up Death. Margaret Kent, English entrepreneur and businesswoman, made her fortune in cookware. Her American-born husband had died years before, long before Kent's rise to prominence after inventing her miraculous line of pots and pans. Despite residing in the US for more than 30 years, she retained her British citizenship and her English accent. Kent was found by paramedics lying on the floor of the study in her expensive home. She had been hit over the head with a heavy object and managed to press the button on her medic alert necklace before falling unconscious. When the ambulance arrived in the early afternoon, the front door was open. A box of chips on a nearby table indicated she had just finished lunch. Brown paper and string were found near a pair of scissors on her desk. Cat was revived long enough to give a final clue to the identity of her killer. It was, it was Laurie, she emphasized as death overcame her. Kent's only child, a daughter named Loretta, who had left home nearly 5 years before, lived in the same city. I detected little emotion as I questioned her. Mother was hard to live with. It was as if I couldn't do anything right. Finally, I left home to find myself. I don't care about her money. I just wish she would have tried to understand me. Loretta told me how her mother kept her English lifestyle. Afternoon tea with scones was served every day at 4 in her Wedgwood china, she said, and she refused to call me by a nickname. I was always referred to as Loretta, no matter what anyone else called me. Her current boyfriend, Alan Odell, joined us as the interrogation continued. She didn't like my friends either, and even disapproved of Alan. Of the few times we were together, she couldn't even remember his name. She didn't like to admit that Loretta could fall for a delivery man who spent his day lifting heavy packages. It it just wasn't good enough for her. And let's see. Oh, he Adele echoed Loretta's thoughts that I work for an air freight company and drive a truck around all day. Next, I talked with Kent's lawyer, Stephen Mann. He confirmed Loretta's suspicion that the bulk of the estate had been left to several charitable institutions. Margaret deliberated a long time before changing her will, admitted Nan, but she felt it was for the best. Loretta will get the house, but the money goes to charity. She really objected to her daughter's lifestyle. My law firm, of course, will serve as executor of the estate, and quite an interesting firm, too, as I discovered. Mann's law practice had received a lot of press recently because his clients had included several businessmen with questionable financial practices. Their failure to pay his uh, exorbitant bills had, so the rumors went, left Mann's operation on the brink of bankruptcy. Margaret Kent remained a strong backer, refusing to believe Mann knew about the underhanded deal. Excuse me one second. Okay. All right. So, staring out the window, I noticed a man in overalls working in the yard. When I approached him, he introduced himself as Lawrence Kramer, a part time gardener who took care of Kent's shrubs, lawn, and flower beds. He apparently hadn't heard of her death and acted surprised when I told him about the murder. Well, she didn't have many acquaintances, he related. I've worked for her for 10 years and hardly ever saw any visitors. I would have been here this morning, but I felt sick. I called her to let her know I would be arriving late today. Watching Kramer, I could tell he was an experienced gardener. He was deft at digging a hole to plant a new evergreen that Kent had recently ordered. It'll be sort of like a memorial, he told me. Now that Mrs. Kent is dead, the tree will remind me of her. I'll think of her whenever I look at it. Having finished our initial investigation, we told everyone they could go home, but must remain in the area. Don't leave town. Stephen Mann drove away in his luxury sedan. Loretta got in her small sports car, blowing a kiss to Alan Odell, who departed in his delivery truck. Lawrence Kramer walked out front for a ride from an associate who was also employed as a gardener. Returning to the house, I noticed the decor. The hallway was decorated with a painting of Windsor Castle. Nearby was a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and a whimsical sculpture of a double-deck bus. Margaret Kent's final words kept rolling over and over in my mind. Then it struck me like a bolt from the blue. I knew the meaning of the message. I could now identify the killer. Okay. What? Okay, wait a minute. What did he keep going over? Margaret Kent's final words. Let's us go over that again. Margaret Kent's final words. Let's see. All right. Her final words. It. She said it was Lori. Lorrie. Lori. Hmm. I don't know. Shall we read it again? One more time? I don't want to spoil it if Sarah hasn't heard this. You guys, what? You think? No way. Hmm. Okay, well, then. Okay. So let me see who the killer is and see if you all know. Well, we can do another one too. That's not difficult. But let me look at this one anyway. You know what though? I was trying to check them off as we went along in the table of contents, right? See, I had it checked off. Maybe I or not checked off. It was next to be checked off, but I could have ruined the order. That wouldn't be unusual. Okay, so the solution is on page 78. 78. Almost there. Okay, so what did you guys think? Oh, okay, so what do you guys? Lori was a cure, was a clue. Okay, yeah, actually, Lori's a big clue, isn't it? They were thinking Lori, which is the nickname for Loretta. I had an aunt and a cousin, both named Loretta, and one was called Loretta and the other was called Lori. But this lady this Miss Kent here was a British lady. So, a British lady. What do you suppose the name of a truck, what the Brits call a truck? What do the Brits call a truck? A lorry. Absolutely. And who drives a truck? Hmm. Alan Odell. Yeah. Let me read the solution. Or actually, you know what? Shall I read another one? There's a short one back here. I can. Oh, maybe not. We're not that far done, are we? Maybe we are. Oh no, okay. Hold on. There's more of it here. I thought I saw a short one. Hopefully, it's not one of his little quizzes. We will find out momentarily. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Murder by design, solution, vintage, such and such. Oh, is this a solution or a story? 5-minute mystery number 11. Okay, that's solution. Okay, so there isn't a super quick one then. Okay. No, there isn't. I'm sorry, guys. The answers to the plot thickens. What is the, okay. No sleuth is an island. I was talking about these crazy little quizzes in here that they're hard. They're not just, like questions. They're like match like 3 columns and you got to match the name with the story with this with that. Well, too. You know what? Let me see something. What the hell? Shall we do one of these little quickies? These are supposed to be 2-minute mysteries as opposed to 5-minute. And let's see where we are. Number 22. Okay, this one is one friendly pie pilferer. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think we did this one. Yeah, about the pie at the senior's home. Revenge at the gym. Late night slashing. Oh, I know we haven't done this one. Let's try this. Revenge at the gym. Yeah. Okay. When Sheriff Mark Peters and his partner, Allie Cooper, arrived at the Body Slim gym, Allie looked at her watch. It was 5:04 a.m. Oh, you know what? This one looks familiar too. Do you think? Does this sound familiar? I think it does. All right. Page 30. Okay, we haven't gone beyond beginners yet. I knew that. We haven't done that in any of the books. So guess what? We're going to jump to intermediate, the first one. A little bit more difficult. Yes? Yes. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. The case of the missing links. Let's try this one because I'm sure we haven't done any than the beginning ones. All right. Gliding past her, the cheetah suddenly turned towards Terry and stopped. Its mate also moved closer, all stealth and grace. Guess they don't know I'm a cat lover and a detective, Terry Kibble joked to herself. I hear purring. Does that mean you're happy to see me? She asked. Terry, the cheetahs exclaimed, lifting their masks to reveal themselves as Torvin Tischel and Ima Purin, hosts of the annual Pick Up the Tabby costume ball. We want to introduce you to our donors, Tobin said. Terry had joined the board of Peropolis, the local cat shelter, and beneficiary of the evening's proceeds. That'd be great, Terry answered, but the cheerful mood was broken when Officer Bertie Stalker appeared. The necklace, the crimson link sent to be auctioned tonight, he whispered. It's been stolen. Three people had access to the office where it was kept. Siamese, Felix Discut, and Tuxedo. Oh my God, these names. Okay, he said. Terry nodded. Take them to the conference room for questioning. Esmeralda Lighterback must be hissing in her grave, Ima said. She left the necklace to the shelter to be auctioned. Who else had access to the office tonight? Asked Terry. No one. Only the room next door was used, replied Tobin. The servers got dressed there. Terry glanced at the servers, outfitted in black slacks, cat masks, le- leopard print sashes, leopard print sashes, and bow ties, and walked into the conference room. Mrs. Siamese, you're the late Mrs. Lighterback's sister, Terry said to the aristocratic woman who came in first. You were in the office when the necklace arrived tonight. Any idea who might have taken it? Cy looked at Terry. No, but I'm glad it's gone, she said. That necklace was a gift from Esmeralda's husband, Latham. He and I were an item before he cast me aside for her. The links should have been mine. Cy was excused as Felix the cat sauntered in. With his tailored black suit and leopard print bow tie, he personified wealth. I'm a busy man, detective, he huffed. Why am I a suspect? Only you and your Aunt Cy had a key to the place, Terry replied. You could have removed the links. A small fortune in rubies would help a man clawing his way back from a real estate scam. Real estate project, Felix said, carefully draping his overcoat over the chair. May I remind you who you're speaking to? The police chief is a regular at my poker nights. Terry was unimpressed. If you think you can play the bully card with me, you're not a very good poker player. Wait outside, please. Tuxedo nervously entered next. Mr. Sido, last we spoke, you were on the verge of arrest for threatening the Lighterback's family. After years as their estate manager, the small bequest from Esmeralda outraged you. I apologized and they didn't press charges. Did you see anyone near the office tonight? Just one of the servers. Terry smiled. Bertie, tell Felix I need to see him. So, any ideas who stole the crimson links? Was it Siamese, Felix Discat, and Tuxedo? Who could it have been? And what about Birdie? Who's Birdie? Where does Birdie figure? So Birdie's an officer. All right. So it looks like the three, either Cy, Felix, or Tuck. Cy, Felix, or Tuck. Tick tock, tick tock. Any guesses? Cy, Felix, or Tuck? Let's find out who done it. Yep. Okay, I know who it is because I just read it. Anybody? Let's see the guesses. I see one guess. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, well, let me read. Okay, so it was Felix. Okay. Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he was in a fix. Okay. Felix, with the chance to steal the links and pay off his debts, he impersonated a server. Terry guessed that a leopard sash, mask, and the links had been hastily stashed in his overcoat before questioning, which he gingerly draped on the chair to avoid them falling out. Sido's comment about a server returning to the area confirmed her suspicion. Well, that wasn't a very catchy one, but okay. It worked. All right. I'm gonna have to get some new material here too. At least a new, well, these books, these are magazines that you can, get at the grocery store while you're waiting for the register. Yeah. But they're, sectioned and we haven't left the beginners, so there's plenty more. I just need to take better care. That's all. All right. Well, friends, I think it's time for me to go. And you guys thought Psy, huh? Not Felix. I thought Psy too. But anyway. Well, I have some more tours coming up, but they're not in together virtually. They're supposed to be, but they're having issues with the page that you complete to upload your tour to their website. It won't take it. So hopefully he'll fix that soon. But until then, Facebook is a good place for announcements, and YouTube's a good place to find a tour. So anyway, oh well, what can I say? So you guys have a good rest of the week if I don't see you later.